Uh,
Big ball, flat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, flat, making my end.
yeah.
Fucking big killer, hot.
Sports God TV broadcasting from DC. Like and subscribe if you really trying to see me. Oh, what a feeling talking sports like religion. No cap over here, man. It's all about business. Hey, y'all, what's going on, man? So the 2024 NCAA College Football Week #1 has gotten underway. Upset in week 1. Blowouts as expected in week 1, close contests, and all of that. I'm gonna run through and cover all of the good news, and we also got a primetime game tonight, 7:30 p.m. between the 23rd ranked team in the nation, the USC Trojans, versus number 13 LSU. All right. Kicking off the week, you know what I mean? You had Florida State, the number 10 Florida State Seminoles versus the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And the Yellow Jackets pulled off the upset 24-21, which was a shocker. You know what I'm saying? For real, because high expectations down there in Seminole land, you know, is championship aspirations for them, you know. And to walk out on the field game 1 and lose to the Yellow Jackets of Georgia Tech was a huge disappointment for the Florida State Seminoles. And then with all the hype, right? Coach Deion Prime Sanders and his Colorado Buffaloes at home versus North Dakota State, the Bisons, man. The Bisons gave them all that they can handle. Heisman hopeful Deion Sanders' son, Shedeur Sanders, put on a clinic. Also, two-way player, two-way superstar Travis Hunter as well. And Jimmy Horn stepped up big time. Shedeur, man, 26 for 34, 445 yards, 4 TDs, 1 INT. And then Jimmy Horn had 7 receptions for 198 and a touchdown as well, as the Buffaloes squeaked past North Dakota State Bisons 36-21. Like I said, it's a make or break year. I know it's year 2 for Primetime and his team, but it is a make or break type of year for the Colorado Buffaloes because the nation is watching. When Travis Hunter also had 7 receptions for 132 with 3 TD receptions, as Shedeur and Travis Hunter make their case for the Heisman Trophy. I wouldn't be surprised if both of those players finish in the finalists when it comes to the Heisman Trophy. And depending on how Colorado does, one of them will win the Heisman. Now, Missouri took care of business, beat Murray State 51-0. Utah destroyed Southern Utah 49-0. Kansas 48-3 over Lindenwood. NC State beat Western Carolina 38-21. Oklahoma smashes Temple 51-3. Clemson versus Georgia, primetime game, noon. Georgia made a statement. You know, they're the number 1 team in the country. You had Clemson ranked number 14 coming in the contest. It was a tight game at first, 3-3. And then it was 6-3 Georgia. And then Georgia just went on the tear in the third and fourth quarter, put up 14 points in both quarters, ended the score, like I said, 34-3. Ohio State smashes little brother Akron 52-6. They look good. Oregon beat Idaho, but not impressively, really. You know, 24-14. You expect that high-power offense playing against a team on the caliber of Idaho. You expect them to at least put up 60 points, but 24-14. Was the win for the Oregon Ducks, the number 3 team in the country. Then you had the number 4 team in the country, Texas, smashing Colorado State 52-0 with both of those quarterbacks doing well. Archie Manning and Quinn Ewers back at the helm. Alabama smashes Western Kentucky 63-0. Ole Miss smashes Furman 76-0. 20 points in each quarter besides the final quarter. Notre Dame beats Texas A&M in Texas A&M. You already know that's one of the, if not the hardest place to play in college football. 23-13, like I said, the Fighting Irish went into Texas A&M and got the victory. Penn State beats West Virginia 34-12. Michigan beats Fresno State 30-10. Tennessee 69-3 over Chattanooga. Oklahoma State 44-20 over South Dakota State. Kansas State 41-6 over UT Martin. Miami went to Gainesville, which you already know. If you follow my channel, you know the Florida Gators are my college football team. Me being from Washington, D.C., I roll with all the Washington, D.C. or the DMV area teams. Besides, when it comes to college basketball, which I love the Kentucky Wildcats. I've always been a Kentucky Wildcat fan since a shorty, and the Florida Gators as well. I will root for my area teams like the Georgetown Warriors in college basketball or the Maryland Terrapins football and basketball. You know what I'm saying? I definitely will pull for them. But in this case, the Miami Hurricanes went into the swamp and swamped us 41-17, number 19 team in the country. The quarterback was phenomenal. Miami looks very, very explosive. Arizona beat New Mexico 61-39. Iowa, you didn't expect too much offense from Iowa, but they put up 40 against Illinois State, 40 to donut. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we end the night as far as top 25 college football with LSU and USC. Now, one of the most impressive win I seen so far was that Georgia versus Clemson. You would think that Clemson would be a lot more sound and ready for that type of game in that type of atmosphere, but they weren't. And it showed that Georgia is just stacked when it comes to the coaching, the play calling, the athletes, everything. They just was head above Clemson, and Dabo Swinney and his staff need to go back to the drawing board because it wasn't enough with what they had planned for, knowing that they are playing the number one team in the country and one of the favorites to win it all. Yeah, man. So what are you guys' thoughts and comments on week number 1? Like I said, it finished out tonight with the USC Trojans and the LSU Tigers. But as far as how week 1 went, what's your guys' thoughts and comments, man? You already know who it is, man. Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion, and I'm out. Until the next time.